welcome and happy that you all are here. And what will we do today? We just gonna tell you what is actually going on and why is the Amazon landscape shifting, what is changing, why is customer behavior changing right now, how they search products on Amazon, how they maybe find your product or maybe not. Like, what is the new approach? What do you and we all need to do if we still want to be successful on Amazon? And how is that also scalable then for hundreds, thousands of products? And in the end, we want to give you a little bit takeaway what you now can do to get started. My name is Jens. I'm the co-founder of Descripio. I'm for more than 10 years plus in e-commerce and also always on the side of how to use customer data, artificial intelligence, and lately, of course, all the GenAI. So highly involved in that field. And when a lot of pain points that you all know in Amazon, all the up and downs. So happy to share here what we discovered in the last years and how we deal with all those changes we all see nowadays for e-commerce. If you go now on Amazon, it changed. It's not anymore only keyword search. Former times, paste them some keywords, you get results. But now, and just talking about Rufus, you all had the news, Rufus is coming. It shows how search behavior changed on Amazon. It's not longer just pasting one keyword, but no, the customers now really paste in full conversations, way more context, like Rufus and the Amazon search algorithm has now way more context to recommend products to the customer. And that is what's happening. The input is getting way more specific. And on the other side, yes, the matching is not longer, hey, I match that keyword in the phrase that the customer search with, oh, it's here in the product. No, it's way more complicated. With all the technology also Amazon deploys nowadays, it considers all the images, all the text on your listing, all the previous behavior, all the search queries, and put that all together and tries to find the right product. So it gets just more complex and it's not about solo, like only keyword search anymore. And that is only on Amazon itself. We all know the huge success of ChatGPT and all the releases that are coming. You can now really do your online shopping and also searching for Amazon products in ChatGPT. So what is happening again? You have a AI shopping assistant that is helping you to find the right product. The AI shopping assistant tells you also what is important, what is not important for the product. And that all again goes into a super semantic rich search then. So here's just a short example where I just was looking for some running lights. And yes, I used ChatGPT. It went through Amazon, gave me it, recommended me, hey, those features are important. You maybe need to do that. So that completely changes the way customers search for products. And again, it analyzes all the data you have. So suddenly, all the images, how you present your products, that's important. Because ChatGPT gonna check, oh, I need exactly that, what the user described me. And they're gonna search all the content you provide on your Amazon site. So you need to stand out for those specific search queries for that changed search behavior. And especially also because the competition gets more and more. And every day, hundreds of new products come out. And here again, super simple example. If you just see like more than 10,000 results just for my search query here. So, and no, user don't scroll through that anymore and see it. They use it with AI shopping assistants. And we need to be careful because the new sellers, they come out with new products every day. They have then a new description. They adjust to trends. And if you don't update your product regularly, all the new sellers, all the new products that come out are more up to date with the market trends. So it's really difficult now to stay ahead, differentiate your product, because the classic say, oh, I just have my keywords and that's it, that is not working any longer. So how do you update things in Amazon? And you probably all know that screenshot. And on my side, I don't like it. It's a pain. And if you just see it, like updating Amazon products with all those even now fancy listings and Excel sheets, it just takes ages. So you need to write your product description. You need to the bullet points, the title, then adjust it all to the Amazon guidelines, fit in still the keywords. It's just a huge process. And it takes a long time. And if you need to change more than maybe one product, it's a hell lot of effort. And my feeling is it gets just more and more and more. So it's really difficult right now to stay up in the market, stay ahead of the trends, because new listings, they really more than ever need to be adjusted to what the customer actually cares about. It's not about generic product anymore, because there are thousands, we saw it. So you need to adapt your product to specific customer needs and what the customer cares about. You need to highlight what matters to the customers, and that might even change from the one month to the other. So you need to constantly work on that. What we see is, and that's especially with the AI shopping assistants, you need to use the language they are using, because they're going to use exactly those words in the search with the AI shopping assistant. And it's super rich, because they're going to tell you, like if you have the voice function with your AI shopping assistant, you talk with them for 5 minutes when you're driving to work that you need a new product, and you're going to have such a rich, semantic rich search from the customer that classic listings don't provide anymore. And that's what we actually see and what we saw on the market, that the traditional tools, they all just focus on keywords volume, and you all want to find the high keyword volume, low competition keyword. That, if you find it, it maybe exists for a couple of weeks, but then it's gone. So the traditional tools don't actually solve the problem and don't yet adjust to the changes how customer search right now already and will search for customers. So they don't address the emotional triggers, the rich intent and the context, the pain points, everything how the customer speak is not addressed. They only talk, hey, those are high volume keywords. And that actually doesn't work anymore. So what can we do and what can you do? What is the approach that nowadays still works? How you can still dominate on e-commerce on Amazon? How can you actually adjust your product listings? It's actually super easy, because your customers already tell you. They tell you because they write hundreds and thousands of reviews. And in those reviews, they clearly tell you what they like and what they hate. They really tell you here, what are the emotional triggers? What are the pain points? And with all that, like we actually know from the reviews what they care about, what words and phrases they use, and you can use it over time to see changes, trends that are coming. One sign that that is actually pure goal what we have here is that actually Amazon makes it so hard for you to get the reviews, because they even want to protect the data for themselves. So if you use that data, you can counter all those trends and all the challenges I just mentioned. How can you do that? So just actually step by step what needs to be done. Like if you have a product, check your reviews. You have reviews there, go through it, get them. Go to, if you have no product yet, go to competitor similar products, get those. Then check best seller ranking. Check the products that work best on the market. Extract all the patterns, extract the emotional triggers, extract what the people like and what they don't like. Then let's go to the generation part. You need then to update or generate your listing. Yeah, get with all those insights. You need to generate the listings title, bullet points, description, backend keywords. Align that with all the Amazon guidelines. Be aware they change rapidly, so see what you are allowed to do or not. Do the bullet points, focus, bring in exactly the pain points, the emotional triggers, the features that they like. If they all talk about feature A, bring it on top. Like if nobody cares about your feature that you actually want to bring in, bring it further down, maybe in the A+ content, but see that you adjust it to what the customer actually cares about. Then images are more important than ever before. So you really check what are the images you need. Yes, we have some strict requirements for Amazon for product listing, images, product image, first image, we all know that. But then you have lifestyle images. Don't just think with a gut feeling, hey, what might be the right picture? No, go in the data, see what do your customers actually use the product for? What's the situation? Where do they see the product? Where do they use the product? Use that, because they are associated with you, increases conversion, just because they're gonna see the photo, spend more time there. It's gonna pop up more in image search, in AI shopping assistants, and so ever. Works really good if you have one product. If you have a lot, that doesn't work anymore. Why? First, it's really hard to automate. Amazon doesn't give away the reviews. And for every product, you need to read through hundreds of reviews. For yours, then of the competitors. You don't want to have just one competitor because you want to have like the top 3, 4, 5 competitors. Maybe you have similar products you also want to include and say, hey, what do we know from the reviews there? You need to then really analyze all the text. And then you have a bunch of text and you actually have 255 characters for a bullet point. So then enjoy them bringing that down. That's a pain. So the problem is it works maybe one product. If you want to scale it, that manual approach does not work, even if that is really a success recipe that you can apply. And we've been exactly at that point. We saw it works, but we couldn't scale it. And that's where we decided we need something, and we need something how we can make it scalable, and scalable in a way that it's not a super manual process for me and for my team. And that's where we decided we gonna build a software that helps us with that. Welcome to Descripio. What did we do and what did we build? We wanted to help on the life cycle from the products we see, meaning from creation up to optimization and monitoring in the end. So what we saw in the beginning is, yes, creating Amazon listings is a huge time effort. Then even making them customer specific, reading through all the reviews, considering that in generating all your fields you need to fill out just for Amazon. That's a huge pain. So we created a full AI listing generator that can either work on templates or complete full AI mode that analyzes the reviews from your existing product, so you can update your product, or from competitors. It generates the semantic rich product description, but really focusing the important part first. And actually that's a quite good part is if you want to create variations, so child ASINs, it's again a huge manual process. We just optimize that and say like, hey, actually with AI, and we have our own AI that just writes that for us, we can just like do that. And you see, now you need 36 variations, and we just can generate that now in minutes and upload it to Amazon instead of hours before. So that is actually, we did it with one of our first customers, a big marketing agency that exactly had the problem that they do and did the listings for them. So they normally spend like 3 hours plus per listing, what is already actually quite fast. What we said, if we together work on that, and that's what we did, we can bring it down, and we brought it down to 15 minutes. So what we see, you can just do way more processing, you can make way more work for your customers if you, for instance, like at the agency, and really reduce the manual effort you have. That's the one. So we have that one specific part of listings, optimizing your listings, but also generating them from scratch is you need images. You need two things. You need the generation here, we just talked about that, but you also need the images. So we had it that you have maybe one product already done, but you have a lot of other products still, like you want to have the same design, you need always the same e-commerce things, product from the side with a person, without a person. It's a lot of manual effort. With the help of AI-generated images, AI image generator, what we built, that was exactly the next one, we could just revolutionize that. You just don't need Photoshop anymore. You can have your same brand identity, layout, whatever, just for different photos with a click. And here, just example, what we did with one like skincare company where we just, hey, they have one product, you need those different types of products every time. Yeah, you just upload that, you have a reference image, and we just with our AI switch and the product have exactly the text, the style, look and feel and brand identity that you want, and that within minutes, not hours or days. You can even bring it further. And one example we did is with a fashion brand. Fashion, really like fast fashion, you need to react fast. You have a new style out, new thing you have, and you need to bring it down. You have 500 campaigns you run, different models, whatever. And before they work with us, they did like for everything photo shootings. Takes a lot of time, like days of Photoshops just for all the new designs. And then we said, hey, we can integrate that also in our AI image generator, and we can help you to generate the different models. We can help you to actually really get rid of most of the photo shootings you need. So we saw a cost reduction of nearly 95%, time saving nearly 87%. because I still need to do something, but it's one person and not 5 persons running around in a photo shoot. So the time until you have your new products out and you have just a sample and you already can do everything you need. You don't need to hire any model anymore. You can just really do it with the AI listing generator and reduce it again from weeks just to days that you have your finished products. So those are like the e-commerce examples, but you need also, as we learned, like be really specific about like what you show, what the people search, and that's like the lifestyle photos. And here it's really like how you again can combine the insights. And we see here the insights from the reviews. And you see here, people love the rich texture. So you need to have a picture for that. And that's what we did with a different customer. It was about the cold Scottish winters, and you have that. It's about the application, how it feels under the eye area, and you just have the image for that without any big photo shooting, without any big effort, and without anybody needs to use Photoshop, because I tried it. I'm not an expert, and it's super complicated, and here I just can do it now in minutes. So what do we see, and what is that example that we have here? It was really, we saw that the company was just deciding on gut feeling what to show. We maybe need that, we maybe need that, but they never did it based on customer insights and customer data. So we changed that. We had really specific lifestyle images, and we saw the good results then in our conversions. Yes, that's the images, but we constantly need to monitor and analyze all our products, not only once the features created. And that's where and that's a core feature where we monitor our products with the AI we build. We daily check for reviews of yours and of your competitor's product. We check what is relevant for them. And our AI checks what is actually written in your listing. And here again, a small example just to show we have all the citations from the review. What do the customer actually say about that? That's an example of an external filter that we see. Is that existing in the product pictures? Do we have some visual representation of that important feature in the pictures? Do we have it in the bullet points? Do we have it in the A+ content in the pictures or the text? And we just constantly monitor that and see, hey, that is important from the customer side. But do we actually have that in your listing? And then we not only stop here, but you can then completely get suggestions what to improve on your listing, upload it directly. So that's the way we get the insights out of the reviews from your products, from your competitors' products, right in a dashboard where you see where's the marketing, where's the market shifting towards, what do you need to highlight on your product. Two maybe examples that highlight that is, we did it with JBL, big German manufacturer for aquariums, terrarium, and ponds. And we analyzed most of the products, and here one simple example. Before, they had a really just generic product listing for the fish food. Just highlights all the normal things you would just normally read. Generic in all countries, not adapted to custom at all. What we did an analysis, but we did not even do it like in a one market, but we did it in multiple markets. And here 2 examples. What we saw, and I really like that example, like in France, they really mention a lot that the smell is good, the fish is light, the garlic is way better because it's more garlic than the competitor is. Really good. You look at Germany, not a single person even mentioning garlic. But they mention, hey, it's amazing, it doesn't sink super fast, like it's slowly sinking, good for the fishes. So 2 completely different, relevant characteristics from the same product. Of course, what you do, like you have 2 different versions, then you not only adjust it to the customer needs, but to the customer needs of a specific region, of a specific country. And that, of course, you then see that in the conversion. Similar example, we have a external aquarium filter, and in the beginning before, just really normal description. You just have, that's just like the market standard. Again, we run our AI over it, and we saw what actually matters to the customers. Yes, they all good, the filter aquarium, but they said, hey, actually that is cool because it's so quiet, I can use it in my bedroom. So I finally can have my nice aquarium there, look at it, that's amazing. What did we do? Yes, we adjust the bullet points, we adjust the images, and we see the sales rising. More sales And especially we see more traffic suddenly coming from AI shopping assistants, because people exactly have that rich search. Hey, I just renovated my home. I want to have now my aquarium in my bedroom. What do you need to consider? And then, yes, it picks up, hey, there's an image with the aquarium in a sleeping room, in a bedroom. There is that written in the bullet points. So then we have that feedback loop that you then show up in AI shopping assistants. And I can give much more examples, but you really see how you can get rich insights out of that. And that is how you can now also, again, go against the market trend and stay ahead. So what can you do to now get started today? And that's just one of the last slides. You can just start now for free without anything. You have a 14 days now free trial. Scan it here, go to descripio.com/sign-up and try it out. Paste in some of your products. Let our AI analyze and see, do you see that? What can you do there? And just create completely out full 14 days what you want to do. No string suggestion, no credit cards. Go up there. If you then decide, yes, I do have way more products where I want to optimize that, I even want to stay ahead of the changes that we constantly see in the market, then feel free to sign up for a normal version. We give you here a free discount, 50% for the first 3 months. Just use it, see how it works. You're gonna see how, and definitely that you need to update your listings if you not just have a team of 100 people just reading through reviews. With that said, I don't want to take more of your time, but question is, are you ready to make your Amazon listings fit to your customers and ChatGPT, because that's one of our new customers, all in e-commerce? If so, then just give it a try. I'm gonna stop the recording then now and go to your questions. Thanks again.